What's up, people of the internet? Today I'm reviewing a figure that is truly incredible. What's up, people of the internet? As you saw from the intro, I'm reviewing a pretty figure or incredible figure that I bought recently on AliExpress. This is, I don't know if it's the actual one that they sell on their site, but this is the T13 Invincible, but sold on AliExpress for half the price for some reason. So let's get right into the review. So for packaging, I'm not going to do the whole spinning thing on the display because this is the box. It's a pretty cool box, but not a cool box in terms of figure boxes. But I can use it for other stuff. Now, onto the figure itself. So this is how the figure looks. It has a very simplistic style since it's 3D printed and they wanted to save money on the designs, even though the articulation design is stolen from the person who made it, I think. But I think the design of the figure itself is made by them. It's not like CT Toy stealing stuff from other artists. I'm not exactly sure, because I don't know if I've seen this head sculpt and the torso itself, because this is sculpted. These are separate pieces. And I'm not sure if the head sculpt is stolen or did they make it themselves, but he looks like he has a cape for some reason, which is incredibly hard to remove. I still haven't removed it, and I don't plan on doing it because I don't want to break the figure. It kind of has some weight to it, and it captures the season 3 look of the character. They also have a season 1 version, but I decided to buy this one. Now, on accessories. So this guy only comes with hands, because he can't come with faces, because this is his face. But yeah, for hands he has some relaxed hands, a pair of fists, but the system for attaching them is really stupid, because you have to put these ball joints on the ball joint, and I broke one of the tabs here on the fist, so it's way harder to actually put it in. It still fits, but it's not as easy and secure. But lucky for me, there are also these gripping hands, which there is nothing else for me to use them other than fists. So yeah, I have these more not as clenched fists. And of course you can also count the cape as an accessory, but I personally don't, because it's basically a part of the figure. Now, for articulation, he actually has some really good design. So the head looks all the way up and not that far down, actually, only this much. This is how much tilt he has, and of course swivel. Arms go, they T-pose. There are actually butterfly joints in the, there are armpit joints which let them go a bit more. The same armpit joints, actually no, they're really tight, so I barely use them, but they do allow him to cross his arms pretty well forward. And let me see, kind of well backward also. He has a kind of tight bicep swivel, really good pinless double jointed elbows, and a ball jointed wrist. A really good ball jointed wrist that works really well. I like the movement of that. Here, actually no, let's first do the cape. It's on a ball joint, so basically you get all the movement you need. I honestly prefer this cape movement rather than having it on different panels, because it looks way more natural, and also you can move it like this so you can see the creases and not just a blank piece of plastic. Anyway, you get a bit of swivel in the diaphragm, a pretty far crunch in the diaphragm and a arch back. You get also barely some waist swivel, but this is where everything becomes really cool. Look at that crunch. This is some Mayfix type crunching activities. And also back is really nice. I know this is a stolen design, so I shouldn't praise them because the articulation is stolen from a person on, I think, printables. He's selling, not selling, he's making it for free. It's called, I think, Lucky 13. I was going to print it, but my 3D printer is in shambles in the moment. So I had to resort. Also, I don't think there are the add-ons on printables. Anyway, legs kick up forward really well. They actually kick backward. Let me move the arms out of the way. Perfect splits. You get a thigh swivel. Nice double jointed pinless knees. Some movement in the ankles. It's better for forward and backward, and also you get toe joints. So for size comparisons, here is him in my video game / Fortnite display, and here is him next to your average $20 scam. But yeah, really good articulation. I love this figure as a pocket figure also. I thought it would be way more fragile, but for now the only thing I've broken is this. No, not this. Is this. And I'm planning on getting 2 other figures from this seller, because either they're incredibly expensive, they're actual official counterparts. Like, for example, the Itadori figure, they have an Itadori. But the official SH Figuarts Itadori is incredibly expensive. The Figma is a bit cheaper, but I don't want to risk it that much because I'm not sure if there are bootlegs, but it's still really expensive. And Anime Heroes is incredibly bad, and the Jazzwares it's not good enough in my opinion. And they have an Itadori with a Sukuna face, which is pretty cool. And also there are just some figures that haven't been made anywhere, like I think an Insomniac Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 2 game. And yeah, overall this figure is really good. I recommend it if you don't want to wait for the Jada Toys Invincible line. But if you're against like stolen designs, which I am usually, but they changed enough in the design for me to be able to excuse it. And yeah, I recommend this a lot. See ya, people!